Yeah, how's it going, Jason? Knowing where you all can be as a team and all the skill and the players that you all have on offense, but failing to reach the level that you want to be. How do you deal with that frustration in practice or in games or as a team?
Well, you just got to go back and try to fix the things that you're doing wrong, individual first. And then if you fix yourself first, is pretty much you'll get the team better. But as a whole, we just all got to look at ourselves as an individual and then look at ourselves as a group and see what we're doing wrong. We're definitely having a bunch of mistakes, and we just got to get them fixed.
Awesome. Go ahead, Colleen.
Okay. Jason, I was just curious, how did you guys learn yesterday that Coach Nagys had tested positive for COVID? And I guess just what are some of the things you guys are doing this week to make sure the spread doesn't become more of an issue there?
He texted me and then he called me and told me about it. But we just in protocol, mask on at all times. We're doing virtual meetings and stuff, just trying to keep the risk of anybody else getting in contact with it.
Great, thank you. All right, Alex, go ahead.
Hey, Jason. Last time we spoke to you, you said you were working on developing that chemistry with Justin Fields in the pocket. How do you think that development's going? Are you on a better page, or is there still work to be done there?
I'm on a better page. I definitely can say I'm on a better page with him when he's dropping back on certain dropbacks. When we first started, I was kind of not in sync with him, but now it's definitely better. Like I said, we just got to block for him longer. Whatever we got to do, we just got to help the young guy out and block for him. If it's 5 seconds, 6 seconds, that way he can make a play.
Go ahead, Jason.
Jason, can you take us through how the past couple of months have been for you as far as trying to get into playing shape and how you've progressed physically, your endurance, your strength, everything like that?
Just taking it a week at a time. I'm definitely, I can say right now I'm in tip top right now versus Sunday night against LA. I was in shape, but I found myself sometimes, kind of getting tired there in the third and fourth quarter, which, I'm just mentally tough. Your body's just trained to go. And sometimes you get bad technique and then that's when you get beat. So I had a couple series like that against the Rams and I want to say Cincinnati maybe, but I can definitely say right now I'm tip-top shape.
When did you start to feel like that? Which game?
Probably like after the
like the usual Jason Peters.
Probably like after the third game, maybe. The third game, I haven't got my legs back up under me 100%.
Perfect, thank you. All right, go ahead, Adam.
Jason, how did you kind of expect that to be the case when you got here, that it would take a few games to get under your belt before you feel that way? And have you surprised yourself at all with your level of play, I guess, the last few weeks?
Yeah. Anytime you come to a new team and you're 2 weeks from being out of training camp and you about to start the season, you just got to get your legs up on you. And no matter what kind of sprint or conditioning drill you do, it's not with the pads on and you going against somebody. It's very intense when the 4 or 5 seconds you're going and you got to do that about 60, 70 times. So it's totally different with the conditioning for as like sprints and putting the pads on for training camp. And then far as the last couple of weeks, no, I hadn't surprised myself. I just knew once I got my legs up under me, I know what I can do.
All right, Mark.
Hey, Jason, I'm just curious about this mini COVID-19 breakout. Is a little bit freaky for you and for other players when, the head coach gets it and a few other players, you start to get a little bit worried?
Yeah, for the whole team, because you definitely need everybody. We lost Elijah Sunday, and that kind of hurt us as a unit. We had a guy that stepped in, LC, that didn't get no practice at right tackle, and bless his heart, he came out there and struggled a little bit. So I mean, with the COVID, you never know. Guy catches it, he's gonna be down, next man up. So you just got to keep that in mind when you're out here doing your preparation. You just got to be ready. You got to prepare yourself like a starter if you're a backup.
It was a rough spot for Latavius, wasn't it?
Yes.
Go ahead, Jason.
Jason, you were talking about feeling pretty good now and being able to, and that you knew what you could do, but you can't turn back the clock 10 years to the shape you were in your prime. How do you keep getting the job done now at this age? Is it more mental than it used to be?
Just technique. I know if I keep my technique and I make sure I get off the rock like I normally do, and I keep my technique, it's gonna be hard to beat me, you know. And that's when I go back to saying, like, when you're not in tip-top shape and you're going hard as you can go every play, and you get behind and you having to throw the ball, if you ain't got your legs up under you, you start bending at the waist and pecking with your head, then that's when you start getting beat. So it's just all about technique. When you get older, the technique deal takes over then.
Has this been a fun experience for you? Are you glad? It seems like an obvious question, but are you glad you came back and glad that you're doing this?
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely glad I came back then. I'm glad I came here. They take care of me here, man. Everybody's great here. Wish I'd have came a little sooner, but I'm enjoying my time now.
All right, we're gonna do two more. So Alex and then Joe.
Hey, Jason, we obviously haven't seen much of Tevin and Larry Borum because they're out with injuries, but I'm just wondering, what have you seen from the two of them in the meeting rooms and off the field?
They want to learn. They want to learn. They ask me questions all the time, and I help them out. Just today, Larry asked me, because he's going to be back this week, to help him. So I'm going to get with him, and because he's coming off a high ankle sprain, and I'm going to get with him and help him around. And I think Tevin, I think he's coming in a couple more weeks, you know, slow progression with him. So I help both of those guys in the meeting room and on the field.
Yeah, Jason.
Sorry,
Sorry,
go ahead, Joe.
yeah, Jason. Matt Nagy always talks about finding about the whys and then, you know, gaining solutions for them. Looking at the two lopsided games, Cleveland and Tampa Bay, pressure was the biggest issue for the line, whether it was a mix of pressure in Cleveland or edge pressure from Tampa Bay. Amongst the offensive line, have you all found out the solutions to the whys? And of course, outside of scheme, what were those solutions, or what are those solutions?
We got to block them up. The Cleveland game, it was just the timing with the snap count and things like that we got to fix the week after that. But like I said, we gotta block these guys. That's what they pay us for, and I don't back down. I'm gonna go out there and block my guy the best way I know how to do it.